Testing. 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 Welcome into another SR51 Media Show. I'm your host, SR51 Media. Hopefully you're having a good day today. If you're not, hopefully it turns around for you. Hopefully you're having a good night tonight. If it's not going well for you, hopefully it turns around for you sometime in the stream or after the stream. I never want to hear that the 51 Dynasties community is not going well. Let me see. I'm going to drop some things in the chat. First off, I want to back up and say shout out to my moderator, Q. Thank you for being here, Q. Thank you for checking in on me. I am feeling a little bit better. Well, a little bit, to be honest. I'm feeling a lot bit better. I'm pretty cool. Health-wise, the wife is doing well, but my mother did get a little sick, so we're going to have to go ahead and get her well, and then hopefully we got these cold sicknesses for the year up out the house at least till, I don't know, January, February, when it comes back around with snow and stuff. Hopefully it doesn't come back around. Hopefully this is our one time for the year. But yeah, thank you for letting me know I sound clear. YHAM5750, thank you for the mic. Thank you for the mic. Thank you for starting stream off of likes. That's greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Shout out to everybody on the purple, red, and black brands tonight. Shout out to everybody tuning in because of Live Fest 2025. Thank you for being able to communicate. Thank you for that, Q. Greatly appreciate that. I'll pass on the good notes. Thank you for TikTok for allowing SR51 Media Brand to be able to participate in Live Fest 2025, as well as Carter Pulse for representing SR51 Media Brand on TikTok. Yeah. Oh, and then, because you may not know, as I queue up the franchise, you may see the hats. First of all, I am not trying to take away from anyone that streams using hats, but I'm going to tell a quick hat story to give you an understanding of why this is nothing. Okay, give me another, if my plans go the way I want, give me another couple of years and I'll have hats on top of hats on walls. You know what I'll have? You know those containers that you buy? I don't know if you know, but for hat heads, hat fiends like myself here, hat heads, because they have sneaker heads and game heads and stuff. As a hat head, they have this container that I have where you unzip it, and it's like it can carry like 6 or 7 hats in it at once. And the reason why you get it is because you don't want your hat. Like, prime example, this is a This is a Philadelphia Phillies World Series 1993 hat, right? The back can be bent in because that's where your head goes, right? But this front part is still fresh after I don't know how long I bought it. Now, the inner liner, as far as my head's going to get, a little sweaty because I can wash it later. But the reason why I bring that up is because when I was a kid, hats used to cost about $20, 20, $25. And the main status symbol in our area at the time was a fresh hat. That's how you could tell, the young boys are away everywhere, right? Kind of like went along with the whole. Let me drop something in the chat here. That way everybody's on the same page. Oh, wrong one. 1 second. That way everybody knows where the website is and what team I'm rolling with over here. That way there ain't no confusions. 1 second here. Boom. Okay. And then drop something over here. And then so much faster now that we got the stuff in the one. So as I was saying, so basically hats used to cost about $20-$25, right? So what I used to do was I used to grip hats like this. I don't have none of my old ones from when I was younger. These are all ones that I got through our periods, like the NFC Championship hat when we won the NFC Championship the year we went to the Super Bowl. The old school Philadelphia Phillies, I think that's like the Fighting Phils 1930s version or something like that. The 1970s Eagles, the Philadelphia hats, which they don't sell anymore because they don't do Philadelphia merchandise anymore. The customized from Hawaii, Philly, Polynesian, I want to say ceramic built hat. Okay, that's I only use on special occasions. And the Eagles, I know I got a 100 hat. The Eagles 100 year thing that came around a couple years ago. I got a hat from that. So it's not like a hat podcast or nothing like that. I was just saying I didn't want the stream to come on and when everybody goes back to the tape, they're like, well, why is he about these hats? Where's that coming from? That's just the beginning. To be honest with you, I have to actually get more hats because now when we having dreads, that's why you see me wearing a lot more beanies because I have to buy like an 8 and up now for my hats. And after a period of time, they can like kind of like basically pull the roots of your dreads. So, okay, now we had made a buku amount of trades last week. We agreed that we were going to trade a fellow hat guy. Yes, a fellow hat guy. I'm even though I have my dreads, I still will never give up my fitted hats. I will rock a fitted hat in the winter with a hoodie before I reach for a beanie. Like it has to be like really cold where, especially now when we have my hair, where I don't actually have to wear like a beanie to cover my neck because my dreads are so long they cover like my neck. Oh yeah, I'll reach for a fitted all day. I'm not even gonna lie, I'll reach for. I have a guy who gives me custom hats, like for example, a Red Lions hat. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I went into what's the name of that thing? I'm trying to remember it. Lids, right? I went into Lids and I saw, and hold on 1 second, make sure everything's working all the way around here. Okay, yeah, we got a good signal. So, I went into Lids, and in Lids they had a what do you call it? What's the name of that thing there? They had a monograph machine, engraving. I think it's monograph machine, engraving machine, how they call it, and they was like stitching in the hats like what you want. And my thing was basically, I was like, all right, cool. This is my evolution of hats, Like I've been buying the regular Eagles hats. We're going to get more into like the customized hats. So that way it's like my hat doesn't look like your hat, Like even with logos and stuff, a lot of people might think like, oh, you see this logo, this is the only logo you're going to use. No, I have like a lot of things, logos, slogans, a lot of like, things that I want to use for the brand that I'm waiting to use until I can find somebody to put it on merchandise. Okay, now just reviewing the team. Number one, I've decided to keep some people that we almost got rid of. Number one, we got 3 quarterbacks, which are good. We got Shadari Sanders developing at a very good rate. Shadari Sanders is now a 74 quarterback. His awareness is low, but he is also ranked as a top 25 quarterback in the whole entire NFL. which is something he didn't have before. He likes to we have a Super Bowl chance. He would like to live in a no income tax state and a warm weather state, which we are not. But he is still a good quarterback. We could put him on the practice squad and go get another quarterback. But I like Shadari Sanders. I want him to take the ride with us this year to the Super Bowl. And then, of course, we have Big Jalen Hurts behind me at quarterback, and then myself playing starter. At halfback, we have C.J. Hammond and Saquon Barkley and Tank Bigsby. I noticed I saw a lot of Will Shepley, right? But because C.J. Hammond is there, I don't know whether. How can I say it? I don't know whether Will Shepley, because do I still have Will Shepley? I don't know whether Will Shepley. If not, I'll go grip him. I don't know whether Will Shepley was there because of the halfback, but either way, there's somebody we could pick up. John Mechie. John is still on the practice squad. We got DK back. We currently have 5 wide receivers and John Mechie on the practice squad. We only have 2 tight ends. I was going after David Njoku. Manny, yo. Shout out to my moderator, Manny. Be sure to go over to his channel, sub up, great content creator as well. And if I didn't say previously, shout out to my moderator, Q. Be sure to go over to his channel, sub up, great content creator as well. And Manny, let me ask you a question. I noticed you come in and you ask your stats for your player, right? Are you trying to see if you're going to win awards? Because I can look for awards. Or are you just wanting to know, like, you want to know how far you've progressed in the last, your team won. That is true. Your team did. What team? Wait, hold on. Your team won. I can check for your awards, too. Wait, you said, can I see my record and my player size? Oh, man, well, first of all, let me tell you something. I was cheering for your team. I like Archie Manning, but you gotta understand, man. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, who else? Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, N'Kobe Dean. You know, all these boys are Georgia Bulldogs, and I'm like, hey, man, I gotta. If half my teams, now don't get me wrong, I'm a Hawaii Rainbow Warrior. I ain't changing. You know, I know we ain't won no championships over there. I ain't changing up on Hawaii. I'm on Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, but you know, I was cheering for Georgia in that game. But I didn't want Archie to get hurt or nothing like that. I think it was stupid to keep him in as long as they kept him in, to be honest. Manny Taylor. Manny, what team do you play for? Let's see here. Manny Taylor. Did you play for the Vikings? You play for the Vikings, right? Ravens. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's see how. Oh, yeah, I meant to tell you, you're doing well over there. You have 15. First of all, Manny Taylor has not thrown an interception this season. This man has 1,500 yards, 1,507 yards, 12 touchdowns, no interceptions, 73 completion rating, quarterback rating of 118, yards per average of 8.1. How long will the streak last where Manny does not throw an interception? Rushing wise, not bad. He said got to fix the yards. How you going to have 12 touchdowns, no interception? I'm going to look you up as well, Q. Manny, for rushing, you have 298 yards, 1 touchdown, averaging about 5.5 yards a run, and you have no fumbles and about 5 broken tackles. And then, if I'm not mistaken, do you have defense? Yes. Your defensive Mike linebacker has 47 tackles and 1 tackle for a loss and 3 sacks. I don't think I'm going to be the MVP. Well, I mean, MVP going to have to be some ridiculous stuff number-wise. I don't even think I'm going to see it. I think this might be the first Madden. I think this might be the first Madden where I don't actually win MVP, period. Like, I don't think it's going to happen at all. I think I'm going to win a lot of Super Bowls because I'm able to build good teams. And I'm putting people in good positions, and I'm gonna play all the games, so I think I can continue. I don't think I'm going every year, but I think I can win a good amount. But I don't think that like I'm gonna win like MVP or nothing like that. Especially with me turning the practice squad. With me turning the draft class up to strong, and there already being good guys out there, and I'm playing quarterback. No, I'm gonna have to outthrow everybody. I'm gonna have to like throw like 70 touchdowns to outthrow everybody. Okay, now there's Q. Q, where are you, Q? Q plays quarterback. Q plays quarterback for Dallas. How about them Cowboys? I'm not gonna lie and no, of course I'm not changing for my Eagles and I see that's the thing about it. I don't actually hate the organization because I've grown up with so many family and friends around me with the whole back and forth thing. It's not an actual like hatred, first of all, as a Christian, I don't hate anything or a person. I'm taught not to hate, right? But as far as like when it comes to the sport aspect of it, I don't actually hate the organization. I actually appreciate the fact that we go back and forth when the season starts because that's what makes it better. You know, you seen what AJ said, but no. You hold on one second. Let me read Q's stats. Q, you have 2,086 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. 260 yards per game, and a rating of 98.7. Rushing wise, Q has 127 yards, 5.5 average, 1 touchdown, no fumbles, 1 broken tackle. As far as defense goes, Q has a total of 46 touchdowns, 10 tackles for a loss, 6 sacks, and no interceptions. As a will linebacker, I'm kind of surprised at that. They must be using you a lot on the line. As far as in-season awards go, surprisingly for MVP, I am leading for MVP this year. Now also we're pretty close so far. I'm leading for number 1, but there's still the Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrows, Justin Fields. I'm surprised to see him up here. Josh Allen not. Manny Taylor's up here, so Manny's player is actually contending for quarterback. T contending for MVP, as well as Q is also contending for MVP. So we don't know, we don't know what we are in week right now. We are in week, and it's not even like some beginning of the season stuff. It's like week 9, so we don't know who's gonna be. We don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think Lamar's team has only lost like 1 game since he's gotten there. Okay, so here where I was coming from was I was going to take a look at the team. Because we got some new additions. Because I ended up trading, but I think the Ravens is 4-3. Let me go look. Let's just go to the full standings. Not NFL. Let's go NFC or AFC. The Ravens are currently 5-3. The Titans are 6-2, along with the Chargers, the Chiefs. They are leading the way. In the NFC, I am 8-0, and the next team behind me is the Vikings at 6-1, and the Lions at 6-2. 13 touchdowns, not bad to be honest. It's not. 13 touchdowns isn't bad. The turnover ratio I think is what really loses games. That's why I'm trying to cut down on like just flinging the ball all around. No, you fine, man. You good. Okay, so let's see here. We went past quarterback. We was at wide receiver. Now, wide receiver, we have Dat Boy Cross, MFW Wagner, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and DK Metcalf. So we have 5 pound for pound. 5 picks ain't too bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how many how many draft picks do I have? I have 1 first-round draft pick in 2029 for number 4. Okay? So the first thing I noticed in tight ends, we are missing a tight end. Left tackles, we have 2 of the best left tackles in the NFL. Left guard, we're good with Landon Dickerson. 2 good centers. 2 good right guards. And 2 good right tackles. So we're good on the line. On the left edge position, we got 3 good guys. On the right edge position, we got 2 good ones. On defensive tackle, we're currently carrying 6. And I feel like at the same time, with having Dexter Lawrence, who's only 28, and Derek Brown, who's only 28, I'm considering moving Vita for picks, or to at least a team where I can get like potentially like a different player. I don't know. I haven't directly decided on that yet. For Sam linebacker, we got Sam Pace. Share players with the rest of the league. Chase, I don't know. Bateman is injured. Oh, Bateman got injured? Chase, welcome to the community chat. Over here we have moderators and subscribers that are part of the NFL, and we make trades amongst each other, but we also trade with the NFL. I've made about, I want to say 30 trades just this season alone, and this is the second year, so I've made about over 50 trades in one franchise since Madden has come out. Just ankle. Okay, he shouldn't be hurt that long, so he might play now. Okay. Mike linebackers, we got 3 of them. Will side linebackers, we got 3 of them. Young, getting better. Cornerback wise, I think we're good with the 6. And free safety, we're good with the 1. Strong safety, we're good with the 1. Okay, so the problem that we have is our future has been wagered so much where the roster we have would be our rookie free safety is injured with the knee, I believe. Yeah, that's where I'm looking at the same time. Like, okay, let's see how we want to work this. Because I think that having all the defensive tackles is great. That's the position that I run majority of the time, so we don't need to change that. One position where I think that we can maybe elevate someone from the practice squad would be Makuba. I think Makuba is definitely trade Derek Brown for picks. Okay. So let me see. The chat is Manny is saying trade Derek Brown. Now let's see Derek Brown. Derek Brown is actually a very good center. Derek Brown is actually a very good defensive tackle. But with having Vita Vea and Dexter Lawrence and myself and Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, I don't necessarily need him. And it'd be harder to replace what's his name? Minkah Fitzpatrick than it would be Derek Brown. And if I trade Derek Brown for picks, I can bring in Makuba and start getting him trained as well. So yeah, I think Derek Brown, yeah, because I want to keep Vita Vea because I like Vita Vea better. And Dexter Lawrence, I like him better than because Dexter Lawrence is an X factor. But then here's the problem we have, right? We have tried this before with trading Derek Brown, and Derek Brown only gets a yellow interest. Whereas I know Dexter Lawrence, right? Dexter Lawrence, being a 99 X factor defensive tackle, will probably get somewhere around like, you could probably get 3 first-round picks, 3 good players, all for Dexter Lawrence. Whereas Derek Brown will probably only get you maybe 2 first-round picks. So that's the LJ. Thank you for the mics. Thank you for the mics. That's where the differences come in, because when you look at Dexter Lawrence, let's see, his morale is up. Okay, he likes the head coach win percentage and values highest value offer. Right? Okay, and then very great player. Ranked as the number 2 defensive tackle in the league, right behind me. So if I wasn't in the game, he would be the best in the game, right? Then you got Derek Brown, who also is ranked as number 4 defensive tackle, top 2%, right? And his motivation and tags are close to home Georgia and historic championships, right? So when you have all of that, right? It like, all right, I'll show you hypothetically, right? Let's look at Dexter Lawrence. If I was to put Dexter Lawrence up for trade, watch this. Right? Let's watch this. Dexter Lawrence, right? Automatic green. Then you put up Derek Brown, automatic yellow. See what I'm saying? Yellow downgrades the actual interest in the player to somewhere around probably 2 picks or so. Probably a pick or something like that. So what I would say is also because you have see the reason why I would keep Abdul Carter around is because Abdul Carter was actually born in my hometown of Philadelphia, North Philly, even though he's a Giant, right? Dexter Lawrence is a stone cold Giant, and at the same time, he's so valuable right now where he could be our future. I could trade this dude away to a team say, take the Raiders for instance, right? I need a tight end. I wanted David Njoku back, right? And they're looking for a defensive tackle. So I could say, give me David Njoku. Let's say I wanted to go light at strong safety, and pick up Jeremy Chin just to put him out there. And even if you want to go high, a left tackle, I wouldn't say as much because I don't necessarily need another line. But you could definitely go David Njoku, Jeremy Chin, and you could potentially say who else is on this team that they didn't have originally. You could say somebody like maybe Isaac Seumalo to strengthen the line, right? And then on top of that, go 1, 2, 3 picks in this year's draft, right? Probably get the first round pick number 2, the 27th pick, and the 31st pick, right? All for just Dexter Lawrence by himself 9 times out of 10, if I'm not mistaken, right? Whereas Derek Brown wouldn't get you nowhere near that trade. So you would get Jeremy Chin, you probably definitely can get Jeremy Chin, who's a top 20 or 10 strong safety. You get David Njoku, who's a top 10 tight end, and you get Isaac Seumalo, who's also a contending guard, and you could get 3 picks in this year's draft, right? So that's something. Let's put that trade together, right? Because that not only builds the team, but it builds the future going forward. Because I'm the best defensive tackle in the game right now, but I also know that I'm in the game with Jalen Carter, Vita Vea, Derek Brown. It's kind of like, all right, we don't need Dexter, and he's great, but we don't need him. So let's see how, if the trade would go through, right? So how about David Njoku? Also, hook me up with Jeremy Chin, and then people that I can use. What happened to what's his name? Did he get hurt? What's that guy's name? Max Crosby. Max must be hurt. And then Jacoby Myers is nice. He's a veteran, 7 years in the league, slot. Pretty cool dude. Looking more for rookies though, and I have soft spot for Isaac Seumalo, former Eagle, and let's say 3 first-round picks. Right now, let's put up Derek Brown and see how close we come to them wanting to go along this trade. Okay, well, I take that back. Derek Brown actually did get them halfway. Okay, now if we went Derek Brown, who else would we need to put with this trade to make it go 3? Or do I need to remove a person so that way, let's say I remove Jeremy Chin, because I don't really need Chin like that. I kind of want to bring up Makuba. I want to have a backfield where there's a backup to the free safety that just in case something happens. But I could go without Jeremy Chin to get the picks. And I could see putting a second in here. So what do you think now? I think because I'm asking for their number 2 pick, that's what's holding them up. To go along with what Manny's saying, trading Derek Brown, I mean, who knows? Okay, so let's do this. Let's put the second off, right? And just put the second off, hit the first next year, and put what's his name? Jeremy Chin back on the deal. So you keep your second, and I get 2 firsts this year and a first next year. Why do you have all the best players? Joker, welcome to the community. So to bring you up to speed, over here is like an NFL alternate universe. You start with a team, and I have made about, I want to say with no exaggeration on film, if you go to the Red Brand or the website in the chat, I have made over about 50 trades. I don't have any forced trades, and I also don't have any punt or trades. The only time I did that was when a player had to be moved to create a player for a moderator or a subscriber. I also had the salary cap off, and I had the trade deadline off until the playoffs begin, which is past week 9. Now, everything else you might think is just basically no option at all. Just because you have the salary off doesn't mean you can offer as much as you want. And I mean, you can offer, but that doesn't mean somebody's going to take it. Like if a player doesn't want to play for you, it doesn't matter how much you offer them. I've been in free agency with superstar players and X Factors where I offer them, buku millions, and they take somebody 40 million less, which is real life. Players sometimes do that where they choose not to go to a team because they don't like the team and choose to go somewhere less. So for Derek Brown, David Njoku, for Derek Brown, you send me David Njoku, Isaac Semalu, Jeremy Chin. No problem, Joker. David Njoku, Isaac Semalu, Jeremy Chin, a first and 27, another first and 27, and a first and 28. How close are we? Okay, now we have a yellow. Okay, so if I was to take, say I was to let you keep Jeremy Chin because I don't really have the space for Jeremy Chin just yet, and I know Jeremy Chin's one of your higher ranked players. What if I put the second on there and we rolled this way? Okay, what if I took the second off? Derek Brown for 2 first-round picks. They're later first-round picks, but 2 first-round picks this year, and 2 first-round picks this year, and Isaac Semalu, and a first-round pick next year. Let's take the 2 first-round picks this year, David Njoku and Isaac Semalu for this player. I would be willing to do that. Okay, we have a green interest. For a green interest, we probably I don't have any real green players. I can offer you, I know what I can do. Okay, so we have David Njoku. I wonder because how much does Isaac Semalu, wait, how much does Isaac have left? I mean, Isaac Biggs in the game 10 years, but he a vet. He one of those like climbing the line, help you out type players. I would make I might make a space. I don't need him, but I make a space. Evan, welcome to 51 Dynasties community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I mean, I want the picks more. So what if I let you keep Isaac Semalu? Let's say I just came for David Njoku and 3 first-round picks. Got a yellow, huh? It's that second-round pick because that second-round pick is good enough to get them a quarterback, so I can understand where they're coming from. How about 3 first-round picks? Okay. What if I was to structure the pick further out? It's probably because, damn, they got 3 first-round picks next year. Jesus. Okay. What if I did 29? The hesitancy also could be because I'm actually continuing my Giants franchise. Okay. I can respect that. What about 2 in a second? Okay. 2 first and a third. Okay. How about David Njoku? Now, before I trade away Derek Brown, I will be trading away Derek Brown, who I know vaguely. He said, give them a pick. I ain't giving them no first. I'm trying to take, right? I would be giving him Derek Brown, who's a very good superstar defensive tackle, right? For David Njoku, who is a tight end that I played with for a little bit. And then I realized that I liked his style of play and I had traded him away. And I need a third tight end because Dallas Goedert is starting to, let's say, get a little older, right? And we're under 53 right now. And this would put me under 53, I guess. Yeah, this would put me at 50. I'm already at 51. So this would bring me a little bit further under. So I could, wait, what am I? I'm trading to get a tight end, right? Hold on. Before we trade him away, because I already have a first round pick number 1. Before we trade him away, let me see something. Do I have, so I have Makubu. I have Makuba on the practice squad, but I also have Gunner. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I remembered. I have my man Gunner Helm. That's right. Gunner been waiting to get his position. Look at my man Gunner. That's right. We ain't trading for nobody. My man, old black boy. What's up with you, man? Welcome. Gunner, my star guy. He don't run that deep route that well, but, you know. My man Gunner, I'm about to bring Gunner in and develop him instead of trading away our defensive tackle. All right, so now Gunner's up there. I would like to bring Makuba and everybody like that, but I like the fact that, and then Jeremiah Trotter, I really want to get him. He's almost got him to 70. Yeah, got Gunner on the team now, so we don't need to trade there. Let's see. I'm trying to find a way to get. Yeah, but I think at the same time, you can actually go LJU. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the likes, and thank you for those gifts. I greatly appreciate it. Get that man a round of applause for supporting the SR51 Media brand. Excuse me 1 second. Your volume is down. Thank you for that. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate that. Let me ask you a question. What's up with Dexter Lawrence's morale? How's he rolling? Okay, so he likes the head coach win percentage that we have, and he likes the highest value offer. Okay, so he is the higher guy, and Vita's the lower. Vita's starting to tip. He shouldn't be 2 points higher than Jalen Carter. Let me ask you this. Could I pull off the same trade with, say, the Raiders? Well, you know what? I don't even need to pull the trade off with the Raiders now. But what would you offer me for, say, Vita Vea? If I was willing to trade Vita. Commanders, Colts, Jeremy Chin, which would be a pretty good pickup. You know what? Let's see if anybody goes greenlit for Vita. If somebody goes greenlit for Vita, then we can go ahead and punch him out of here for picks. Now, you know what? Let's do Derek Brown. Let's do that Derek Brown. Because after thinking about it, I actually like that trade. Because we're sending him to the Raiders, so we're not going to see him anymore in the division. And also, I like David Njoku as a player, but I think that David Njoku is a way better tight end. Nothing against Gunnar Helm, but he's a way better tight end than Helm. And then Derek Brown. I'm gonna ask y'all, chat. Y'all here? What do y'all think? Derek Brown, or if y'all had to trade one, Derek Brown or Dexter Lawrence? Manny said trade Derek Brown. I don't know if Manny's still here. Manny might have bounced out. Because I think more of myself when I look at it. Manny said I'm here. Okay, we're hearing Dexter. I heard Q says Derek, and we're hearing Derek. We got a Dexter and a Derek. We got another Lawrence. Yeah, I think people see it. You could get you could probably clear the slate because they're making you work with the Derek Brown trade. Yeah. Oh, not trade Dexter. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Don't trade Dexter. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Heartless 2. Welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Okay, so here's the thing. Because I don't need David Njoku. I want David Njoku, but I mean, I was working on those later picks. And a third, where were we at? 2 first-round picks, David Njoku for this. Okay. How about this? Take that third off, right? And just go ahead and give me a second next year. 2 first-round picks, a second next year. Brown. Oh, wait. Hold on now. Now we hearing Brown. The community is saying Brown is better than Dexter. We need to let's pull up the stats. We're doing it live. Okay, let's see. Okay, first of all, when we go to speed and acceleration, Dexter Lawrence is faster than Derek Brown. Change of direction, Dexter Lawrence is slower than Derek Brown. Strength, Dexter is about 1 point stronger. Awareness, they kind of tag out together. Play recognition, play recognition, Dexter got him by 1 point. Power moves, Dexter Lawrence has him by a lot. Finesse moves, he has him by a lot. Block shedding, he has him by 3 points. Tackle, they're even out. Hit power, Derek Brown has 1 more. Pursuit, Dexter Lawrence is 94 over 85. Zone coverage, which they wouldn't get into, is low, of course. And all the other crap they don't need. Like stamina, his is higher. And toughness, he's 4 points higher. Injury, he's 2 higher. Morale, he is, let's say, about almost 11 lower. And personality-wise, he's 3 less. Do you stream on other... Oh, Do you stream on other platforms? As far as that right now, I stream on the black brand TikTok as well as the purple and red brand. If you don't know what that is, go on and ask someone about that. I don't want to break any rules. He said, in real life, Brown is better, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I haven't really seen Brown play against Dexter Lawrence. I feel like it depends on what you want. Okay, and the thing about it is, when you look at it, I'm the speed guy. I'm at 90 speed. Okay, Jalen Carter's at 82 speed. Jordan Davis is at 80 speed. So when I bring the rush, right, I'm bringing us three, right? Now when I'm bringing a nose tackle or let's say I'm playing a game where I have to stop a I have to stop a Derrick Henry or I have to stop a Josh Jacobs or something like that, then what I would do is I would put Dexter Lawrence and Vita Vea beside me on either side so it kind of forms like a brick wall in the middle and forces the guy to go left to right, line-wise, right? The only thing about this is you don't need three guys to do that. So when you compare the numbers, right, he said Drake May. Drake May's pretty good. I'm not even going to hate on Drake May. Like, pretty good dude, you know. I have no hatred towards the Patriots. It's not like anybody on the Patriots played us recently. Minnow said, holy moly, it's been a year since I watched the last game. I last watched Madden 24. Wow, you've been gone a minute. Welcome back. Yeah, Drake May, I like the team, Mark Vrabel. I don't remember watching Vrabel like that, but I'm glad to see that he got another coaching job because I did think he got screwed. He got blamed for the Titans, and teams do that sometimes. They blame the coach when, it's just a bad team. So, I'm glad to see that he got a job, and also he got a job in a situation where it doesn't mess with us. So you have your 3-speed guys, and then you would need maybe 2. You really only need really 1 nose tackle, but you could get away with 2, right? And the reason why I would pick Vita over, even though Dexter has 3 points over Vita, and some would feel as though he's better, Vita's an X factor, right? So he's gonna go up faster than what Dexter's gonna go up, and also he's a mentor. So what that means is I'm already at 99, and so is Dex. But Carter can go up to 99, and Davis might be able to go up to 90, period, just playing along with Vita, whereas, Derek Brown just doesn't do that. So let's see if we can get, we were trying to see if we could get David Njoku, right, as a tight end. And then, but at the same time, let's see if we can get off. If I let you have David Njoku, right, let's say I didn't ask for David Njoku, and I just asked for these 3 first-round picks, what would you say? Wow, so if I put like a person with this, like I might be able to pull this off, and get the 2nd-round pick in this year's draft and 2 first-round picks below that. Heck, I ain't got nobody to offer. Let's see here. Yeah, I ain't nobody I could offer that I'd be willing to part with. Let's see here. If I moved at 2nd and was willing to take the 27 and the 31st and one next year, they probably 9 times out of 10 would go with the trade. But if I was willing to take these 2 and David Njoku, because I like David Njoku the tight end, I might be able to work these 2 for. And it's a good trade because you get 2 first-round picks this year and David Njoku. As good as Derek Brown is, as good as David Brown is, right? As good as Derek Brown is, Derek Brown isn't, in my opinion, he isn't like, basically like, 3 people good. And that's what this trade would basically mean. Trade one of your tight ends. What do you mean? Why would I trade one of my tight ends? Oh, you mean to get that 3rd pick? I mean, Gunner would do the job. It's just that you win a Super Bowl and you build a team to win another Super Bowl. You don't build a team you try to build a Super Bowl team. And having Dallas Goedert slipping a little bit and Novocaine Bell being the best tight end we have, David would step in and be right below that to get that 1st round 2 pick. You You're kind of right about that. If I gave him Gunner, let me ask you this. Y'all are asking me to give y'all, you know, Dex may be better, but like I think Dex may be better, but I think let's try something here real quick. Let me see something here real quick. How about we're gonna bust a trade? How about David Njoku, Jeremy Chin, Isaac Seumalo, first round pick number 2, first round pick number 27, and first round pick number 31. Now I'm gonna tell you something. As much as I feel as though Dexter Lawrence is a great player, I do not feel as though this man on my team is worth 6 people. Okay, don't get me wrong. See, they don't even have a green lip for this dude. They're not even trying to hear that, right? For whatever reason, they're not trying to hear that. But let's see if it goes through, right? Because this is like a blockbuster trade. This would be like some shake the NFL stuff. Wow, they have more interest in Dexter Lawrence than they do. They have more interest in Derek Brown than they do Dexter Lawrence. But you might be able to get, like you said, I might be able to get that number 2 by trading Derek Brown, and then I could always double back somewhere else and trade Dexter Lawrence and just run me, Vita, Jalen, and Carter, right, for, say, yeah. Okay, so they want Derek Brown, and you say give him a second. Hold on, wait, take all them dudes off. How far out was we? Okay, we had a yellow. You say give him one of your tight ends. Okay, so how about because I'm not willing to give him Dallas. How about Gunner? They holding on to that too. How much for the 27 and 30? Ooh. Okay, so we could get really a free agent going with that. For almost a 99 defensive tackle. Kind of looking for the picks here, man. You said now trade Gunner. Dexter Lawrence, and then I handed you, say, Gunner as well. Hell, that would clear a spot on my roster, and it would give me David Njoku, and then I could also bring up Jeremiah Trotter as a linebacker, and I would have 2 picks in this year's draft and David Njoku. That's not worth it, not gonna lie. I think myself that it's not really necessarily, as much as I want David Njoku back, I do agree with Carter that it's not worth it because of the fact that a 27 and a 31 pick is only going to get you so high on the ladder, right? I feel like they're good picks, but I feel like they're only going to get you so high on the ladder. I feel like if they have an interest in Derek Brown, what I would say is not for Dexter. Yeah, for Dexter, I feel as though that's not worth it because Dexter is basically a 99 X factor. For Derek Brown, I can see that trade. I can see this trade going through. And then if you wanted to, you could put a far off first so that way they're more comfortable with it. And we see how far we are. Okay, and then what if I put Gunner with it? Or even if I took off the first and was willing to take a third, if I wanted to say keep Gunner, right? What if I was willing to take off the first and put, say, third from next year? Okay, bring it down to, do you think I should trade Vidal and Wilson for ETN? Okay, they're asking. Let's see here. Yeah, I can put Gunner in on this to get David Njoku because it'll free up a space to get, or you know what? Let's take that back and see how far are we for just David Njoku and 2 first-round picks this year. Okay, so I could probably pick up a free agent or something, like, one of those, like, free agent, pretty good players or something. I could probably pick them up and have them, like, Justice Hill or something. I could pick up, say, Justice Hill. Or you could trade those picks for something higher. And that's what I'm thinking as well, too. You never know. There might be a player that I think about that I want to pick up or something. See, tight ends, I'm gonna tell you something. When you look, all right, now I'm gonna give you like a reference, right? So you can see where my fantasy is. When you go to the tight end room of the NFL, right? There's not a lot of like super ones. Once you get past the 90s, it's off the cliff. 80, 87, and down, right? 90 really goes up, and then the guys that are up there ain't going nowhere no time soon. My dude is 21. Kittle's 32. He's out of here. Bowers is 23. Brad is 26. Andrews is only 30. Laporte is 25. Hawkinson is 29. And then you got Njoku at 30. So, man, I thought I saw Lamar Jackson in free agent. What? There is no way Lamar Jackson's in free agency. We going to go double check. I was about to say, we about to go double check. I was like, wait, what? This man said Lamar Jackson. He was definitely getting picked up. So yeah, we have Gunner up here. The trade we had was the free agent we picked up. Okay, yeah. So with Derek Brown, sure. So with Derek Brown, right? Derek Brown is actually gonna put us into a position where, we could pick up Njoku, and then we could do 2 first-round picks this year, and then maybe ask for a second in a further year, and we can do Derek Brown. And we can do Derek Brown for 2 firsts, a second, and David Njoku. Okay. Hesitant to come about that third. How about a third very far out? Okay. Oh, the second this year was for the player. That's right. Free agent. Yeah, I almost forgot about the free agent. See if we can get that second this year. And then I think it was a halfback, if I'm not mistaken. Justice Hill. Okay. Okay, a little hesitant on that second. The second pretty high. Got to swing high. Third. Okay. Fourth and 28. Okay, we getting there. 4th and 29. That'd be 3 picks. 2 fourths and 29. 1 4th and 29. All right, so you hold on to them fourths, right? 1/5 this year. I am willing to trade you Derek Brown. It's not worth it. You have 2 good tight ends. Who is that, Ben? Let me see who's giving me that advice. All right, we're calling it off. We're calling off the trade. We're calling off the trade. We're calling it off. We're calling it off. Okay, I think I agree with that. We have a good tight end in Gunner. We got a good defensive tackle. I'm calling off the trade. I'm calling it off. Let's just see if we can trade Justice Hill for a pick, and then we can get a game going because we're under the roster. We ain't trading him at all. I know I could have got the picks. I want to keep the player. No. Oh, what the heck? The Washington Commanders have offered me a player for Justice Hill. Bro, I did not see that coming. Who is this guy? Wait, I'm trying to look at it now. Jalen Lane. Normal. Okay. Got some speed on him. I got some legs on him. Yeah, he make a good practice squad player and a 7. Can I get a little bit higher than a 7? Can I get something this year that's a little bit higher than a 7? Okay. Pretty cool for the second. Okay. Might be able to get a 4th in this year's draft for a free agent player. I'll take the 5th. We traded away 1 through 4 this year. Got a 5th for a practice squad player that we didn't need. Okay, and we're 1 over. And I'm trying to see, where's the 1 over? I traded a practice squad player away. We brought up Gunner, and Gunner wasn't accounted for. But we need him. Dexter for a first round, number 9. Well, the thing about it is, I was gonna say, you said Dexter for first round number 9. Uh, if we're gonna trade somebody away, just as far as picks, I think we kind of determined, if I'm not mistaken, there was something in here. Yeah, the power moves and the finesse moves thing that he doesn't have. The blockchain is pretty good, but the power moves and finesse moves mean like everybody else in here has moves where we can get past the. You could use a QB. I mean cornerback. I have a corner. I have a good 5 or 6 cornerbacks. My whole thing is with Brown. Brown doing the damn. Excuse me. Brown doing the daggone thing. I got about 6 cornerbacks, so we're good there. The thing about it is, if you wanted to keep him around, you would have to make a space. And currently, like I think, can Jonah go to the practice squad? No. I'm trying. Don't get me wrong, but Jonah's been kind of like morale down for a couple of weeks now, and I don't know why. So, no, like a superstar X Factor like Paul. Yeah, team stat, Carter. I mean, Jonah. I brought Jonah on. He was a good pickup player, but I think the reason why he was traded like that was because his morale sucks. Like this dude, don't know, his morale is like 44, which is affecting his morale. Everything's green and yellow lit, and like it's affecting his morale to where it's making him like. I had a player like this, like Jalen Waddle, and I don't know why his morale was that way. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trade Jonah away for. Yeah, I traded fairly. I didn't force any trades. I didn't. What do you call it? I didn't force any trades, and I did not actually turn anybody. The only time people were punters if I created a player for the community and I had to move the player, and they weren't going along with it. But outside of that, I forced no trades, and yeah, we've been able to build a nice roster. I'm trying to right now find what would be the equivalent to Jonah. Wayne Wanani Morris. Why and I? We ain't going with him. 74 though. He's pretty high. Center. We need a left or right guard. So Matt Gonclaves. You know what? We'll just trade Gunner. We'll just trade Noah away with his bad attitude for a pick. I'm pretty sure somebody needs a right guard. Oh wait, there's a lot of offers for this dude. Nobody's offering a guard. So how about I got him from the Bears, I think. So let's see. They're offering picks too. We might be able to work this out. Would you trade me Thunny? Yeah, I knew you wouldn't trade me Thunny. He's a bridge player. Thunny's a superstar. Thunny's a superstar. Darrell Wright. Okay, Ozzy Trapulu. Yep, I trade you for Ozzy right now because I can put Ozzy in the practice squad. They know. Okay, so I got a 5th, but I don't think that 5th gonna make it work like that. Okay, so we'll move on from you. Who else offered? The Bengals. Okay. No. Who do you have? Orlando Brown. He can't go to the practice squad. No starters because they're not gonna trade starters. No, that tackle isn't gonna work. Titans. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Nothing too exciting so far. Day 1 future starter Braxton Burks. Okay, let's see what he got. Whoa, Braxton got good stats, boy. When they say he gonna be a starter, as soon as he learn how to play the game, like on a normal basis, it's over with. Yeah, I take him. I take the boy Braxton. Jonah don't got draft capital like that. I think I'm gonna have to go with the trades they offer. and then trade that person for picks. Or you know what? Here's the other question I have. What do you guys have at linebacker? Nothing against Jeremiah Trotter, but you don't need Njoku. Trade Derek. Once it sat with me for a little bit, I recognized that with him not having those power moves, I've had players like that where they don't have power moves. And what I would say is we need to go and get possibly the picks would be the best part. I would say identify the best possibly lineman, right? Because you're giving away a 99 X Factor. Reese, welcome to the community. So to give you an explanation, I know you might be new around here. First of all, I have made about somewhere around over 50 trades since Madden has been out. I've traded picks 1 through 7 for almost 3 years. This is year 2 of the franchise. I've won a Super Bowl, and a lot of players want to play for me. I've also forced no trades and not flipped anybody to punter. Salary is off, but that doesn't mean you can offer anything. But yeah, just to give you an explanation of how we got here. I would say for linemen, I would identify the best young lineman. Where on the line would you even be getting old? We'll give Jonah some time to maybe get himself together. But if you had to go player for player, and let's say you trade Derek away, you still wouldn't have a spot for Jeremiah Trotter. So to create a spot for Jeremiah Trotter, I'm going to have to look for a young player. So you just go to the team, flip it, and see who's the best left guard that came out. No, not Donovan. There's Donovan Jackson, right? And I think Donovan Jackson can actually go to the practice squad. So let's see. Donovan Jackson actually can go to the practice squad. He's a very good rated player. So what you could do is you could trade Derek Brown and Jonah Jackson for Donovan Jackson and maybe some other people that you find on the Vikings. Oscar, I just explained that a couple of minutes ago. Not all the 99s. Jacoby, welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. No, trade Jonah. Trade him for a pick. Get Jonah up out of here real quick. Get this game going. It'll bring us down to 53. And then I'll trade what do you call it? How many do I have any extras? Oscar, welcome to the 51 Dynasties community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream as well. Yes, you did see Lamar Jackson on the Vikings. Lamar Jackson plays for the Vikings because one of my moderators decided they wanted to play for their favorite team, which was the Vikings, and we traded which was the Ravens, and we traded Lamar Jackson to the Vikings. He's been crushing it over there, just to let you know. Let me see Jonah's stats. Does Jonah have like good stats? I mean, he's a top 16 right guard, but when you have a bad morale, man, you have a bad morale. I would say clear the deck pick-wise on the Raiders. Maybe pick up, let's see if the Raiders have an interest in them. Okay, what if you used to do Derek Brown and Jonah Jackson for David Njoku, leave one spot open, and just a gang of picks, bro. Take the second off. Take the 2028 off. Okay, how about for David Njoku and 2 first-round picks this year? Do I have a 5th or something I can give them? They're really holding on to Njoku for the 5th. I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. Definitely with it. Like, definitely with it. Now, basically, we have another tight end, and at the same time, having a tight. Wait, why do I have 54? I have 53 still. Oh, I must have been one over. Okay, yeah. So now you trade away Derek Brown, right? You got Dexter Lawrence, you got Vita Vea, Jalen Carter. What I would say is, um, we have David and Joe Gunner still up there, right? Yeah, we can send Gunner down to the practice squad. Oh, I wanted Njoku because I like the play he plays. Excuse me, in my opinion, I like the way Njoku plays. Njoku plays kind of like, if I had to describe him, Njoku plays like in my team, Njoku plays kind of like a AJ Brown, but in a tight end form. Jacqueline said, just to let you know, I'm gonna change my user soon. Just let me know. Later on, just let me know you changed your user so I know. Yeah, we got Jeremiah Trotter. Now the roster, let's look at it now. Okay, now you got David Njoku, Dallas Goedert at the tight end. On the defensive tackle room, we came down one. I also think that what you could do is, as good as Dexter Lawrence is, right? You could maybe move Dex for that ball from pick a NFL team. The Seahawks. I feel like you could move Dex for like there's this guy I had my eye on, right? This young boy over here. So there's this new ball in town, Mateo Ramirez, right? Now Mateo's an 85 already. X Factor, rookie, in his rookie season. Okay. Mateo got some speed on him. I'm talking about 84 speed, 83 acceleration. He's already a top 7 defensive tackle in the NFL. He's been in the league, finesse for 89. Now, his motivation and tags are one weather state, which he wouldn't have with us, head coach win percentage he would have, and he might like the scheme fit. Blake, welcome to the community. I explain this a lot. I might actually get a message to write it in the chat. This is the second year of the Dynasty. The cap is off. I am the head coach, as well as we have moderators and subscribers that are playing on other teams. Think of it as an alternate universe where things are done differently than the NFL. As far as a 99 team, I have made more than 50 trades since Madden has come out. All legal, no forced trades or anything like that. I've used my own draft picks for the past 3 years. I won last year's Super Bowl, and now a lot of people want to play for my team. So I leveraged that. If I like Mateo because he's younger, I say maybe try to trade an older guy and get them some of them 23s. I was gonna say myself personally. What I was gonna say was I was gonna go with say Ramirez, right, and then Alvin. We don't need Alvin, right? You could maybe add to the line, right? See, you don't want to add people on the team that create a situation where, you know, like you want to add positions that's hard to find. And in this year's, I don't know why, but in this year's Madden, linebacker is really the position that's hard to find. Like you see this guy right here, this young rookie, that's really what you want. You want somebody like that, you know, maybe put him on the list, right? You want, okay, then you got a max linebacker, right? You see what I'm saying? Already coming in, play recognition of 79, right? Mateo and Dexter would be good, and maybe some picks from the Saints. That's what I'm talking about, right? I'm thinking maybe this guy and just run him for, say, 3 firsts. You know, first round pick number 6 this year, 28 first, and a third round pick. Now, to me, it's kind of like in a way, a lot of people don't understand like how the Cowboys could trade Michael Parsons. It's the same way with Reggie White. You know, if you can't get along with a player or something like that, or if they're not going to fit to your team later on, you get some capital while you can get some capital. How come you don't play with the cap? Okay, so to explain it, this might be your first time meeting me, right? I've been streaming for over 10 years. I am on the Black Brand, which, hold on one second, I got to get this channel changed. We was about to lose this whole stream if I didn't plug it. What? One time. No problem. 1 second. I'm changing the chat cord right now. I don't want to lose the chat. Okay. 1 second as I acknowledge our new member to the community. It's Sean 67. Welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. So to explain to Noel, if you go to the, because you can't break any rules talking about it, right? Thank you for the support, Sean. If you go to the Red Brand, or if you go to my website, which I will put, no, I shouldn't say mine. I can say mine because it is mine. I own it, right? If you go to that website in the chat, which also links you to everywhere that I'm normally at, you will find footage of me playing with the cap. Okay, I want to say Madden 19, 20 or something like that. I played 19, 20, and 21 with the cap. What happened was, a lot of times when you mess with the money, you can win a Super Bowl, but then that following year or two be fired, right? And it would happen, and it was funny sometimes and everything like that. And then it started to be that stuff where it started to mess with my ability to play the franchise. See, I played these franchises all the way to like the year 2030. I think last year's Madden, I got up to year 2031, and it's all on footage on my channel, right? And when you put the cap on, it puts you in a position where if you mess with the money, you could be fired and can just destroy a franchise. Well, it's kind of like an RPG for me. Once it gets going, I'm not trying to be in a situation where it's like, okay, I could lose it all because I didn't pay. I paid a guy $3 million more. It's a headache that I just really don't feel like in gaming. Okay, so how about, they have a red interest in Dexter Lawrence, but at the same time, let's see how far we can get with somebody. Let me see what you're trading for. So Dexter Lawrence for an 85 X Factor rookie, a hidden strong safety at 77, a hidden middle linebacker at 79, and 3 first-round picks, one of them being a 6th-round pick this year. I get that, not gonna lie. I feel like Madden makes it worse for someone if you lose someone. I feel like myself that if I had to be real, I feel that Madden does not account for the new cap every year. Like in real life, every year the salary cap for the NFL goes up. Like I want to say like 200 million or so. However they bring it up, right, where they can pay. That's how, if you notice, they had players in the past that were getting paid $100 million. Now you have players that are being paid $280 million. And quarterbacks that are just like, eventually, when Patrick Mahomes goes to resign, he's probably going to get resigned for $300 million. And then before you know it, everybody's getting $300 million as a quarterback. Let's see if they go for it. Okay, they have no interest in that. Take the 6th off. Okay, so the Saints built them a nice little team over there. So they're not rolling with that. Okay, that's cool to know. So let's do this. Let's bring Dex up. Now that we know we want to see what the market looks like for him. Let's bring Dex up. And let's look to put him on the market. Okay, he has red interest there. Red and blue interest there. Let's see if anybody goes green. Okay, yellow. Oh, okay, who went green? Oh, the Chargers. Okay, we have a green from the Chargers. Green means picks. We have a green from the Cowboys, which is no way I'm sending them to the Cowboys. Dexter ain't going to the Saints. They have too many good young players. They don't want to trade up for him. Charge. Who we got here? We got the 49ers. Okay, the 49ers. We have the Jaguars. Okay, the Jaguars. The Packers, which I wouldn't send them over there. I don't want to play this guy every week. So how about not that I can't take him on. We've beaten the Giants already. It's just more, if I'm going to trade him, I'm going to pull one of those like trade him out of division. Pat signed a 10-year extension to 2020. Oh, really? 10-year extension? Noel, welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Brian Thomas Jr. Wow. Very good player, man. Christian Wilkinson. I remember him. Christian Wilkinson was actually Christian Wilkinson was actually the tight end that I picked up at free agency when the season started. I ended up trading him away. But I would say the wide receiver, the lineman, and can likely go to the practice squad. No. What's y'all picks look like? Okay. No other first. That's y'all only first. No. Do I have Jeremiah Trotter on the practice squad, on the line? I mean on the team? I got Jeremiah Trotter up there. How many wide receiver D tackles do we have now? 5. How many cornerbacks? You know what? I think we're pretty good. I don't think we need to actually. We traded away that right guard, right? Yeah, we traded him away. Yeah, I don't think it's a necessity. Didn't Diggs get like a line? He got cut. Benji, welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream as well. Let's check out the weekly recap and get some games going.
2 months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever.
Yep.
Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8.
Scott Hansen.
Lots to get to. We'll start in Philadelphia. The Eagles at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's A.J. Brown. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. It's a 51-yard touchdown. The Eagles just keep on rolling. They are now 8-0 as they get the win. From there, it's on to Cincinnati.
Joe took the
checking in on the
Ravens?
Bengals as they host the Baltimore Ravens.
Hey, oh man,
This
it's been
is
good versus the
Jamar
Ravens.
Chase. A deep
What
shot
the heck?
downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get it. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Anthony Richardson. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Steelers win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.
All right, that was a weekly recap for the week. Just wanted to see. All right, let's see what this in the zone storyline is.
The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
Hey, SR, thanks for stopping by. All right. You had a great season so far. Thanks, Coach, but I really care about helping out the team and doing what's needed. Okay, let's talk about the second half of the season. What's your goal for the rest of the season? Well, Coach, you tell me. What part of my game are we going to be focusing on? Passing yards, passing touchdowns, total touchdowns. Let's go passing yards. If we focus on airing it out, how many yards do you think you'll end up with at the end of the year? I think 4,000 yards is going to be a good number, but it's just about me. It's not just about me. I'm ready to work with everyone to make sure this happens and ensure we succeed together. It's going to be a difficult goal, but I support your commitment. Let's do our best to reach those numbers. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then we had it was a Raiders, right, that we worked that trade out with. How many more picks would you give me if I gave you Dexter Lawrence and one of Derek Brown back? What if I took a second off? And chin. 2 first-round picks in next year's draft and Derek Brown back. How many first-round picks do I have so far? Okay, so I have 2 first-round picks this year, and I have a first-round pick in 2029. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, so we're in the middle of it. We had, before I went to the weekly recap, I said, yeah, we're going to keep Dexter. We're going to move on. Oh, that's why he was unable to be moved. Derek Brown became the best player on the Derek Brown became the best oh, you know what I have? I have a 4. Oh, I know what I have. I have a 4 that may not be a 4 in 29. Man, I want that one. 27 this year. What were they looking for anyway? Like, what was the main thing they were looking for? A tight end? Y'all ain't getting Njoku like that. Will, huh? I mean, I could see going Roquan Smith, right? Because I could bring in, at middle linebacker, I could always go get another middle linebacker, or I could put a middle linebacker there. If I say, you know what, let's do this. What if I just switched up with you and wanted to go, let's say, with the 2 picks from next year? 3 picks in 28. Okay. What if I also, with this pick for Dexter Lawrence, put in, say I put in, who do I have on the line? I have somebody on the line that I can put in, right? What if I put in Josh Allen? Who is that? One second, y'all. All right, so I have Josh Hines Allen, but Josh Hines Allen doesn't want to be here, and on top of Josh Hines Allen not want to be here, Josh Hines Allen was not wanting to be here, and his contract's coming up in a little bit anyway. So Derek Brown and 3 first-round picks is better for 2 people that don't want to be here that I can also replace. It gives me an extra spot, so then I can probably bring up Makuba, and that way he can start getting his reps, or another player that's been on the practice squad. So how about Josh Hines Allen, Dexter Lawrence for Derek Brown and 3 first-round picks? Okay. What if I took off? If I took off 2 first-round, okay, you have 3 first-round picks in 28. What if I took off 2 first-round picks and made a second this year and 2 first next year? Okay. Straight up 2 first. with Derek Brown being the best player on their team, I think that's why you're getting that sort of heat for him. They were looking for a defensive tackle. They got the defensive tackle they're looking for. The Jaguars don't actually hold really players that I think are a good fit. And the Chargers, they got some good pieces. They got Derwin James. You could go maybe heads up for Derwin James and bring him in. But then if I remember correctly, we tried this one time with Derwin James and he didn't want to go along with it. So, who else because the Chargers were actually looking to pick up Derek Brown. And I could have maybe got Lan McConkey, Mekhi Becton, and Derwin James for Dexter Lawrence. But Dexter Lawrence wanted them shut down defensive tackles, and so was Derek Brown. So you know what? Because those picks is old, I'm going to see how attached they are to Derek Brown when there's 2 picks on the line. One now and one later. They still would need some sort of player, and I would have to give some sort of player as compensation. Derek Brown about to be 30. What about I did Njoku? If I gave you back Njoku and I kept your first round picks this year and gave you a 29. Kept the 29, gave you a 31 from this year. 27. 27 and who the hell is Jane Lane? I don't know who that guy is. I could keep Njoku actually. Roquan made let's see here. Trotter's gonna be up there. We could also do a cornerback and bring up a young cornerback. Like I think Cam Ward's like 70, like a 30. He's like 30, right? So if you wanted to say give him, or you could do somebody that's lower rated, like say Byron Murphy Jr., who they actually have an interest in, and you could potentially take Njoku off and the pick and see how close you come with just Murphy. If you did Murphy and say a 31. You'd have to put Njoku along with it. Man, one thing I learned about Madden is when a player is the best player on the team, you're going to have to give up the world to pick him up. That's why I was able to get the picks I was able to get. So that's why I'm trying to strike while the iron's hot with some of these other players. Let's see what I'm offered. Joe Thuney in the second. Okay, so they are. That's what I figured. The Chargers want him, and they're willing to offer me Derwin James. And I might take Derwin James, and that gives lead. That gives see, now they're offering Derek Brown. So they're offering Derek Brown for Dexter Lawrence, but I'm not willing to do that. I kind of wanted to get Derek Brown back. I wanted to get Derek Brown back in general. So how about if I just go through this and I said offered you Josh Hines Allen. Take the picks off. Josh Hines Allen and a 27. He said let the Raiders have Derek. Okay. The chat has spoken. All right, we'll let the Raiders have Derek. Now, as far as who was moving, when we was looking at moving, how many defensive tackles do we have? 5. Okay, we have enough cornerbacks. He said, "What are you building? A mountain." So I'm building on D-line a mountain of men. I think we going. Let's get a game going in here. We've been trading it up for a while. The trade deadline gonna be open till next week, so we good. Let's put the Coach Central stuff together. I think I need to put a little bit more money into play sheets. Play sheets was a little low last week, or in general, really. I don't like RPOs. Okay, let me get this one right here, and then let me get this one right here. Yeah, 2 play sheets. Open them drawings up. I felt a little limited these past couple weeks. All right. This gonna be a good one right here. Upgrades. CJ Hammond, we're gonna put this on elusive. Tom Brady, welcome to 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream, man. Let's see here. John Mechie is wait. I meant to put that on. Crap. I meant to put that on. Is he back now? Like, hold on one second. Let me see something. Can John Mechie come back? Because if John Mechie can come back, I'm gonna bring him back and trade him. Dean, welcome to the 51 Dynasties community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Yo! Shout out to my moderator, Ben. Be sure to go over to his channel, y'all. Sub up over there as well. Great content creator over there as well. Alright. Depth chart. And then we are on and running. Okay. Oh, you know what? That was the other thing, too. I wanted to take... I wanted to get Will Shipley back. The halfback. I don't even know if he's in the NFL. I don't know if he's on the practice squad. I don't know where Will Shipley is. Do it by name. That way I can go by names. We're looking for Will Shipley. Will Shipley is made his way to the Commanders. That is unacceptable. I'm going to get a practice squad. I'll be back for you, Will. I'm back. Will said I'm going to go play for the Commanders. Okay. Hold on. Got somebody else dropping a message. I've been on here almost like 2 hours. I'm gonna have to this might be, it's almost like 11:12. This will probably be the final game. Go grab me some food, but I will be live possibly tomorrow. Maybe not during the Eagles game, but maybe in between for an hour or two, just chopping it up about what I saw. Let's see here, depth chart. Let's see here. AJ Brown, we're gonna put him over top of Smitty. And then, oh wait, AJ's playing the slot. Then DK, and then, oh, really? I forgot I had this lame boy on his roster. Really? Is he, can he go, didn't I bring him in because he can go to the practice squad, right? Great. Okay, move him to the practice squad, and aim in the trade thing. All right. Hold on one second. All right, Sean. You have a good rest of your night, man. Thank you for chilling in the stream, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. You have a blessed, safe rest of your night. From the practice squad, I would say Makuba, right? I want to say Makuba, but what's his play recognition at so far? He's a star. Play recognition is at 81. Zone coverage is at 81. I would say bring up Makuba. Thank you for the support, Sean. Nicholas, welcome to the 51 Dynasties community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today, where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support, and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream and enjoying your time. Okay, and then Patrick Hart is back playing fullback. Wide receivers are looking good. We're gonna have Dallas Goedert play at the wideout. Tight end is gonna be Njoku with Goddard behind him. Left tackle good. Left guard good. Center good. Guard good. Tackle good. Left edge, running smooth. Right, running smooth. D tackle, looking good, looking good, looking good, playing good. All right. We're actually gonna bring him over Vita Vea. Sam, give me Jeremiah Trotter, and then yeah, we'll go that right. We'll go that route. Mike is looking good. Will's looking great. Cornerback is all stacked up. Byron Murphy's actually 86. He's our backup. Free safety good, and strong safety's good as well. Power halfback's gonna be us. Slot wide receiver's gonna be AJ Brown. Rush left end is gonna be Josh. Oh, Josh Hines Allen Rush has come down to a 92. That's surprising. Huh. He'll be back. We'll get a boost. Watch. I think the rush off the right end should be, who can bring a good right end rush? I need Zach Bond on the line. I would say give me Jahad. No. Campbell playing linebacker. Give me Trotter. Gives him more reps. Now, rush defensive tackles is going to be all of us. Nose defensive tackles is going to be Dexter Lawrence and get Vita Vea in here. And then Vita Vea is going to be the nose. I'm going to be the nose, and those two are on the sides. Sub linebacker is going to be all the boys. Slot cornerback is everybody. Quinyon Bay. Quintanamo Bay over there. Quinyon Bay over there. All right, we're good. We can get this game in. The night game. We can call this from the night game. Wrap it up. Have a good night game. See if we can go out with a dub. Let's see here. The 49ers have... What's their color rush? What's your color rush? White. Okay, y'all go in y'all color rush. We'll go on our color rush. And then let me get multiple defense. Let me get run balanced. Just to give you a tour of their X Factors, they have superstar X Factor middle linebacker Fred Warner, X Factor tight end George Kittle, X Factor left defensive end Nick Bosa, X Factor halfback Christian McCaffrey, superstar wide receiver Brandon Ayuk, superstar quarterback Brock Purdy, and superstar fullback Kyle Juszczyk. Let's get out here and get them.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go. As it'll be the Philadelphia.
That's my cousin team. I'm not even going to do them dirty. Like if we get to a point where like it's like the fourth quarter or something and the game's over with, I'm just go ahead and like kneel it out. I'm not even gonna like try to score on it.
Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Why is AJ Brown running back punt?
And they'll start this.
Who authorized that? Oh. Both of them are injured. Still. You have like Makuba and like or Dallas Goedert. You do Dallas Goedert or something like that. Dallas Goedert and Makuba.
Just across the 30, pretty nice.
And now that's why I think he was running back. I couldn't get him. He just got hurt
after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Give me halfback drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Oh.
He'll get 10 there all on his
Good hit. No huddle.
They're going to hurry back to the line.
He a boot comeback.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0,
Flip it.
perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one big win
He his own shot.
out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Well, that's going to be coming downfield.
No huddle.
And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
Halfback slide.
Hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is
Won't get it. Touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Makai, yo.
Effort there.
Welcome to the stream.
Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Bruised ribs. Tank, your day is done.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Nice spin. He said, well, we not winning. Hey, we got downfield on him. We'll see how it turns out.
And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league.
Couple
Now
4
in his
quarters.
5th year at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of the numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the
Stop.
game. Maybe it means on speed or
Number
to
6.
the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down around the 54.
Stop.
You look at this Eagle defense. They played extremely well last week, and that win over the Packers.
Have to admit, I was
Sim, too.
extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he'll be out of bounds on near 45.
Get the pressure on him.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Comes to the skywalk.
Second down and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Stop Miles.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Cover one hole.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy from the gun on third down. Got a man.
Stop.
He is
Spoon.
to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played.
365
I like the
one.
advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Purdy on the sneak. And they will touch him down the net before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of his shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
At the 45-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down. He gets maybe 3. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
McCaffrey on the counter.
Come on. Come on, Jalen.
Before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Point, try it.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his tight
Come on, Bill. We up out of here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Put one on.
Philadelphia. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Open man, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearson. And they work this right upfield across the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he has another first down. The Eagles 41-yard line.
And the 49er, first down. First and 10 at the
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
gain of 9. Brings up second and 1. At the Eagles.
First carry here for Jordan James. And he is going to be
Stop waving. Just stop waving.
the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Third down and 2.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Monster defense wavy. Monster defense wavy. I'm talking about monster defense wavy.
A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Purdy on the sneak.
I stopped him.
Touchdown.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. Back-to-back receptions for him. It's another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Purdy now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy looking to throw. This will be into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
I am on all pro.
50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Ooh, good run, McCaffrey. Good run. Good run. He had lanes for that one.
Christian McCaffrey taking it in for the one's out. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I came across for him, but I could not get hands on.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get three before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Catch him on,
just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right, y'all. Tight end corner.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Colts at home for a divisional matchup against Houston in the AFC South. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Colts get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Chase Brown. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Caleb Williams. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Bears find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Dang, I thought I got this ball back at the half.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. Get started out and start chopping into that lead. And maybe
Score 2,800. Welcome to People One Nice Team. Welcome to the best online community development today. You are appreciated.
That's just his second incompletion.
If he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
Pretty sure somebody's doing
People making plays behind him in the field.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Cover one, Robert press.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Purdy.
Fine. What are you talking about, Dex?
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Looking to put a drive together.
19 tight. Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
You got blitz from linebackers? Is
And now
what
it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
60 Maverick. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. The Eagles send out their punter now. Yeah, the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taking it about the 36. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Get set, get set. 18.
Throwing here, Purdy. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got his target, and it's complete. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
18. Watch out.
This is McCaffrey on the game. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard.
Up 2nd and 1.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
It's like good using George Kittle as a blocker.
Brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Get set, get set. 18.
From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. First time that looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a long yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the 1st guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Get set, get set. 18.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. He's got room to roam. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
49er first down. 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. This is caught. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Purdy on his sneak. Across the
I thought they were going to bring Christian McCaffrey off the side.
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Previous play is
I feel like his
review.
knee went down before he got in, but I was just going to go on offense.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football.
See, look at where his knee is.
This is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly
He's
right.
not even in.
Not just because of how fast the game's
He didn't even
going,
get
but
the
just trying
first.
to get the right sight line to the football, that's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
For real, he ain't no touchdown.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end.
fair. Short field.
Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown.
He's in the backfield. His foot was on the white line.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well. Trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, Eagles.
Here, slot cross.
19 Lions.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
18.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
And an Eagle first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles will add to their fourth quarter lead. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles.
So that drive spanned 5 plays.
14.
And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice this return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And the 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Purdy. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. James lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Good score. Good score.
Auburn now for the play after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Nicholas Salmon, too.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 27-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Set up the throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. That is caught. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. Nowhere to go.
Yep.
He lost the football.
Got him.
One of the linebackers has got him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 73 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's right.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
On the tackle. Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw it here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Over the top rope, Jimmy.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
All right, that's it. No more scoring. I don't have nothing against this team. This Ben squad.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now he's not going to erase what's happening in the game.
Get out of here. It's over.
Go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Eagles, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
2 touchdowns, 285 yards. And I thought about something too. Them 2 picks don't mean nothing. If they take them back for Derek Brown, we can go ahead and reverse that one. Quarterback Nightmare Achievement Badge. Joe all getting better and better. Put that on. Almost about to be 90. I think he got elevated to superstar too. Wow. I'm able to keep David and Joker. I'll give him Byron Murphy Jr. I had to give him. So we got to reverse the whole trade the way it went. I'm okay with that because after watching the play on the field, after watching them play on the field, it showed me that basically I can get away. I can really find any tight end that will do what David and Joker was doing. Okay, and then we're gonna go back to the Raiders. Oh no, I didn't have a greenlit with the Raiders. I had a greenlit. With the Jaguars or the Chargers. Had a greenlit with the Chargers. I was thinking maybe Derwin James Jr. Allow me to bring Reed Blankenship down in coverage. So maybe Derwin James Jr., Ladd McConkey, and Mekhi Becton. Or really, how about you keep Becton and give me Tulia Potu. And also 3 firsts. And I'll give you Dexter Lawrence. Okay. Take the 25 off. Okay, what if we took one of the 28s off? Okay, do this. Take Ladd McConkey off. Give me that first back. And then give me Mekhi Becton. Take the 25 off. Take Mekhi off. Take 1 first off. Derwin James and Tulia Potu with no first round pick for Dexter Lawrence. I would want for no first round pick, I would want Ladd McConkey as well. Okay, we're close to getting the X Factor strong safety, an 81 left edge, and an 88 wide receiver, all for Dexter Lawrence. I would also say putting in to sweeten the deal, I would say, what are y'all looking for? A cornerback. I'd throw Byron Murphy in there. You might be able to get Thule in that first. Put Byron Murphy on there. Byron Murphy's an elite cornerback. That's why I'm not getting thrown on. No first round pick, Tulia Potu, and Derwin James Jr. So I would be able to put anything on roster change from last night. Yo, Anthony, yeah, I ended up getting Dexter Lawrence. I'm about to trade him away right now. I'm able to get they're offering me Derwin James and Tulia Potu, and I think a first. But I don't know if they're going to go along with the first this year. So I'm just trying to see if I can get a first along with the trade without having to not get a first. Okay, so this trade right here would go through. I just need something to push it through. A first round pick in 2029 would be, I could shoot him Byron Murphy Jr., but I feel like Byron Murphy Jr.'s, I got a lot of good corners I could do away for Byron and give somebody else an opportunity. How many people would that put me at? Okay, so it would even out. I would have Derwin James, a strong safety, giving me Reed Blankenship as a backup cornerback, and I would have another left edge, and I would lose a D tackle, but I would have Tuli Opotu, who is up and coming left edge, and I would have another first round pick in 2028. And then Tuli Opotu is ranked in the top 14th of left edges in the NFL. He has 85 block shedding, 91 tackle. His acceleration is very fast. He has good pursuit. Motivation and tags are he wants to be close to home, warm weather state. Okay, so maybe he's not the best person to be trading for. So let's go back. But you know what? Even though Tuli wants to be where he wants to be, I think we can get that done. How about to get that first, and you would have Reed Blankenship playing downfield? Yeah, we can do Byron Murphy. All right, and the trade goes through. Dexter Lawrence now plays for the the Chargers. And when you come into our roster, Derwin James is going to hold down topside. And at cornerback, we still have 4 cornerbacks. And then we have Reed Blankenship, who can drop down in the coverage. And we also have Makobo in free safety, so we're good there. And then you set the captain. No, I didn't do the captains. At D tackle now it's just me, Derek Brown, Vita Vea, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis, which is cool. Jeremiah Trotter still out there. Still got all the linemen. Didn't do away with anybody on the line, so the line is still strong going into the line. We do need a third defensive tackle. Probably what I'm going to do is get rid of a card and bring Gunner up. But yeah, we had a roster set so far. Now, speaking as far as captains, I need to look and see who's the captains of the team. Saquon Barkley is a captain. Yeah, I can see that. Jordan Mailata, okay. A.J. Brown, okay. Zach Bond, I can see that. Reed Blankenship, okay. Jake Elliott. No. Well, Jake done earned his 5-year badge. I'm not going to take that from him. Can I even be named captain? Is there any captain spots? Yeah, Jake going to have to lose his. I'm going to have to at least take that one from Jake to make me the captain. All right, so yeah, I think the roster was rolled very correctly tonight. We were able to trade Njoku. It just didn't sit well with me with the whole Dexter Lawrence thing. You know, I looked at it like good player and all that sorts of stuff, but you know, to me, what I was able to get for him, you know, where I was able to get Derwin James was going to do more to protect the team because he's going to be topside now, which gives me extra help on the linebacker side, which we actually need from, because if I'm not mistaken, let me look. If I'm not mistaken, you should be able to put people like Makobu and Reed Blankenship should be able to sub. Yeah, see, Reed Blankenship can sub in as a lineman at an 82. Makuba can come in as a 77 and stuff like that. You know, the defensive tackle is still strong when you look at it because when you look at the defensive tackle room, we still have myself, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Derek Brown, and Vita Vea. So we still have 5 defensive tackles, you know. Dexter Lawrence was nice, but Dexter Lawrence had me in a position where, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. Now, as far as 4,000 yards this season, we're already at week 10, and I'm at 2,100 yards. So I'd have to really put up a lot of effort to get to that. I don't know if I'm going to get that. MVP Wavy's leading the NFL in interceptions. I'm leading the NFL in sacks. And I'm also third place in completion. And I'm third place in yards. but I think I'm first in touchdowns. So, all right. I'm going to go and warm up part of my dinner that I had, and I'm going to have me a good rest of my night. Hopefully, you guys and gals and people had a good time in here with me tonight. I will be watching some football tomorrow, so look for me to be active on Twitter. As far as me streaming tomorrow, it's a possibility. I may, but if not, you definitely will catch me Monday in the afternoon. You have a blessed, safe rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow or the day after that. Peace.